Are you gonna cry?
Hey guys, what's going on? It's GMT. How are you doing, goofy goobers? Today, we're going to be looking at the Defense Matrix perk, and we're going to be seeing if this thing is actually useful or not. We're going to be seeing if the Metal Bat and a random gear recharge perk is going to be better than the Merch's Cutlass in the Defense Matrix. Guys, we already did a video discussing how a random gear and perk was better than the Merch's version. I did a lot of tests, okay, to see how this Defense Matrix perk actually works and whether or not the Metal Bat and Fear Battery is going to be better than this Merch's combo. I think Fear Battery for the Metal Bat is probably the best gear recharge perk for this thing because Fear Battery activates to recharge your gear an insane amount when you're near the slasher, and you're going to be using the bat when you're near the slasher. Let's go ahead and look at the description for the Defense Matrix really quick. So you get increased health. The Merch's Cutlass now restores gear charge when taking damage. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to equip these two things. We're going to use them, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what this thing does, and then we'll go ahead and use the Metal Bat and the Fear Battery and show you guys exactly what that does as well, and we'll discuss whether or not which one is better. Let's get into it, folks. All right, JMT, do the slide transition. You're supposed to do the slide. There you go. The first thing to talk about with this Defense Matrix perk is whether or not you become a 3-hit, because the normal bat now, along with the Merch's Cutlass, just using it without the perk, it gives you increased health, which makes you a 2-hit, which is very good for the bat. That was a very good buff. However, with the Defense Matrix perk, it says you also get increased health. So does that just remain in effect to you being a 2-hit, or does it combine together with the Merch's Cutlass and actually make you a 3-hit? And the answer to that question is yeah, it does make you a 3-hit. So when you use the Defense Matrix perk, you do become a 3-hit, along with this little gear recharge combo that you have on the side of this perk. So now let's talk about how this thing actually recharges your gear. When you are recharging your gear, when you're in that time frame, if you do get hit by the slasher, this Defense Matrix perk will recharge your gear. But how much does it recharge it? It recharges it by quite a bit, okay? It recharges it to about 30 or 40%. It just grants it to you just like that. But of course, then after that, you do go back into normal time for just recharging a gear without a gear recharge perk. So it does still take a little bit. The next question is this thing better than just using the normal Metal Bat with like the Fear Battery perk? Because I think the Fear Battery would be the best gear recharge perk in my opinion when you're using the Metal Bat. The Fear Battery recharge time is actually insanely fast if you're near the slasher. However, in my opinion, I think it is better to have the recharge time go up almost halfway for getting hit with the Defense Matrix perk. Even though the recharge times for these perks with the Metal Bat work insanely well, you're going to be able to only recharge the gear after you use it. And when you use it, you're right next to the slasher. So would it be better to have the Defense Matrix perk on since you're in the slasher's proximity and your gear recharge goes up almost halfway when you get hit? Maybe. But the other thing to talk about is when you use this Metal Bat, you're more than likely gonna get away from the slasher. You're gonna create some distance, because not only does it slow him, but you're also in a little speedy boost as well because you just got hit to be able to use this thing. And of course, after you get hit in one of the updates, I don't remember what it was, but you do gain a little speed boost. So you're gonna create some distance. So the only time your gear recharge is actually gonna work is if you get hit by the slasher. Now, why would you want to do that? Why would you go back to the slasher to get hit? Which is why I think using the Fear Battery with the Metal Bat would be better, because if you're just in the proximity, your gear recharge is going up at a massively increased speed. However, with the Defense Matrix, the recharge time is going to be normal unless you actually get hit by the slasher again. Another thing to talk about is that using the Fear Battery works very well if you're just using the Metal Bat to loop. We brought up looping, because your gear will recharge insanely fast just being near the slasher. So if you are using Fear Battery and the Metal Bat and you're just looping this man and using the bat, your gear is going to recharge insanely fast if you're just near this dude. So technically, in my opinion, with the Defense Matrix perk and the Merch's Cutlass, and then talking about the Fear Battery with the Metal Bat, it all comes down to how your playstyle will be using this type of gear. I myself, if I'm using this gear, I wouldn't do any type of rotation. If I was going to go ahead and rotate for a round, I would not even be using the Metal Bat. I would be using something else. I would 100% use this gear if I was going to be looping. And the Fear Battery perk works really well for it in terms of recharging the gear and being able to heal yourself and slowing the slasher to keep looping and recharging this thing insanely fast. Is the Defense Matrix perk worth it? I'm not going to say yes, and I'm not going to say no, because I think this is actually one of the perks that is technically all right. It still does the job, because the recharge time almost fills at about 50% after getting hit, and you're going to be near the slasher, of course, when you're using this gear. It's okay. So if you guys are looking to buy the defense matrix perk, but you still don't have some of the other merch gear and perks that you would like to go ahead and get first, I highly suggest doing that, because the fear battery and the metal bat I think would work way better than this. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me. My name's JMT, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.